Oh boy, you talk about a heart attack of a game right there. Look no further than was the Dallas Cowboys against the New York Giants, and my boys going out there and finally closing the deal with the Giants in overtime. But man, oh man, do I got a lot that I need to say right now. First and foremost, credit to the New York Giants on going out there and playing such a very, 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 very good game. Y'all had Russell Wilson out there looking like his prime days when he was in Seattle when they won the Super Bowl and all that. Very good run game by Cam Scatterbo and all that. That man he's something special right there. And of course, Malik Neighbors and Wandell Robinson just doing a hell of a good job. And I can't deny the defense and how the way they showed up and really put the pressure on us to make plays and stuff like that down the line. It was a nail biter. It got close, but also at the same time, we kind of got away when it came down to penalty situation right there in the first half. There's a lot that happened to it, but let me credit y'all on playing a very, 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 very good game. So I had to, get that out the way. Now, with that order of business out the way, let's get to my Dallas Cowboys. First and foremost, I like how we got the win. Very good job and all that. Brandon Arbery, you was something. You was him. Fuck that. You was him. When it comes down to kicker, you get that Justin Tucker. A name can't even cross my mind right now because I'm just still on edge of how everything just happened. So I want to give credit to you and appreciate you for doing your job and making this game sealed for us to go 1-1. Let me get to the defense right now because I got a whole lot that I need to say. First and foremost, what in the blue hell is going on with Elam and Trayvon Diggs? Y'all two single-handedly got cooked by Wandell Robinson and Malik Neighbors. Where was all of this energy at? Now I get it. Deron Bennett's out with a foot injury and all. Hopefully it's not, too crazy to where he's out for an extended amount of games and he could come back, in due time. I'm looking at probably 2 to 3 weeks, hopefully, and we can get something going on because Elam is not it. This man got single-handedly dog walked. And what makes matters worse, Micah Parsons is truly missed on this defense because a lot of times we bring pressure on a Russell Wilson. He got some sacks here and there and all that, but also if Micah was still on this team, it would have been a whole lot of situations where Russell Wilson would have been able to scramble the way he did, and he would have had a lot of fucking sacks, to begin with. And when I looked at our run defense, we had some stops here and there, but Cam Scatterbo, the way he was going to run that football and be able to catch out the backfield for big games and all that, it actually played a real big role and what kept them into this ball game to begin with. So my defense, this right here is going to be the testament on if the Giants is actually good that we saw today or we just absolute shit. Because there is no way on God's green earth that we have Russell Wilson, who literally was just straight dead in the water against the Washington Commanders last week when they played them, come out here and drop 500 passing yards on us. Close to 500 passing yards on us. What is going on? There's so many questions looking at this right now. And I just cannot wrap my head around this whole thing. Trayvon Diggs, do you want to even play football right now? I really want to know that. Do you want to play football right now? Because why are you standing low and you should be actually dropping back in the coverage. Every time that happened right there, either Wandell or Malik Neighbors, most of the time when they was on you, they were picking on you that whole time. You are a veteran in this league. You know better to not stay low when that ball is snapped. You should already be dropping back, ready and prepared for that. Because when we already had the game in our hands with that George Pickens touchdown and all that stuff, this is where we should have closed it out and you should have been playing towards the back area. What is going on? That is still I still can't really wrap my head around that whole thing right now. And now it's made me question how we're going to look when we go against Chicago next week. Because they got weapons. Caleb Williams can still throw that football. I know they lost badly against the Detroit Lions today. But make no mistake about it. They can definitely fling that football and all that. And they have a defense that can also travel. So I'm looking at this right now, and I'm looking at two of y'all until Deron Band gets back, y'all better get your shit together. Y'all better get it together. All in all, I'm glad CeeDee Lamb showed up and made his presence felt. George Pickens as well. A lot of times, Dak was trying to target the George Pickens and he was covered a lot, but it was like a bait because we got, the pass interference on the defense because of that thing. And I was cool with that. But I want to see more connections of Dak. I want to see more with George Pickens and all that too. And Jake Ferguson, my brother, I need some of them passes you need to catch. And Jalen Tolbert, you, out of all people, you missing those crucial passes that could have probably changed the trajectory of the game to the point where they had to go into overtime. You missing that. We're going to have to talk. I'm just shocked about it. Dak is undefeated when it comes down to facing the New York Giants. Cool and all that stuff. But I'm still not happy on our performance. More so the defense. Because if I'm being honest right now, it kind of looks the same like it did last year. And this is when it was last year, Michael was on the team playing. Now we're seeing how it looks with him off it. So it's just a lot going on. And Matt Eberflus, you better get it together. Get it together. Because this cannot continue on as the season progresses. Because if that's the case right there, and this is the level of performance we get, guess what? We're going to be in a whole lot of trouble. Because I don't understand, for the life of me, the performance y'all played against the Philadelphia Eagles when y'all shut down both Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown and could be able to contain Saquon Barkley for like 60-something yards. And it literally been a Jalen Hurts show where he was using his legs and had Dallas Goedert pretty much as a security blanket. I'm looking at that defense compared to this one today, and I'm like, where was all this at? So, I'm glad we got the win when we did. Shout out to Brandon Arbery for doing his job. But this cannot happen again. If we have any shot of winning, not only the division, but getting into the playoffs, shit like this cannot, and I'll repeat, cannot happen again. It can't. We have to be better defensively. Offensively, we got to get going too. Because time of possession was real bad that first half. We didn't touch that ball literally until leading up to the second quarter. That first drive we had was a 3-and-out. And when we really started getting things together right now was the second quarter and then, of course, the second half. But that cannot happen again. We got to get better on time of possession. So, credit for us getting out there, getting the job done, winning in overtime. And everybody gonna say, oh, the Giants are trash and all that, blah, blah, blah. Y'all struggle with them and all that. At the end of the day, they are professionals. They are professionals, and you play who's on your schedule. More often than not, this is a divisional game too. Divisional games get competitive because this is the team that knows you inside and out, vice versa. So anybody that try to go on there on the comment section saying, oh, y'all had to go on an upper hill battle with the New York Giants, show you how shit y'all, shut the fuck up. Because clearly you don't know football. And I'm not going to go back and forth with you with that either. So, nevertheless, good win from us. Good way to handle business and all that. 1-0 on our home turf. And now, get ourselves ready for Chicago next week. Get your hands in, man. Cowboys on 3, win on 6. 1, 2, 3 Cowboys, 4, 5, 6 win. Let's go. We got to get better, though. Defense, get it together. Elam, Trayvon Diggs, I'm going to need y'all to stop playing in soft coverage. Stop playing soft coverage and giving up big chunks of yardage to these receivers. Can you do it for me, please? That's all I ask, man. Cowboy Nation, stand up. DC4L! Yes, sir. Go win.